fantastis tanah laut, make your life happy. Hijau pegunungan menghias daratan, fantastis tanah laut, make your life happy. 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 Terbentang luas pegunungan, elok sungai laut daratan, fantastis tanah laut kita, damai nyaman sejuk alamnya, indahnya alamku, damainya negeriku, fantastis tanah laut, make your life happy. Hijau pegunungan menghias daratan, fantastis tanah laut, make your life happy. 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 Fantastis tanah laut, make your life happy.
Ibu Amel lagi menjadi
Hello, everybody. How are you this morning? Okay. I think it's better if we start. Hello, Bu Amalia Rizky. Are you here? Well, okay. Honorable the Director of Polytechnic Negeri Tanah Laut, Dr. Murfrida Zain, Master of Education. Honorable all the Vice Directors of Politala, distinguished all the speakers, especially Ibu Amalia Rizky. Alhamdulillah, you have joined this meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for being here. Let me give you a warm welcome to the first Politala International Conference on Tourism and Agriculture 2020. I'm here as Ibu Titi Wijayati. You can call me Ibu Titi or Mrs. Titi. I'm as the host of this conference, and I will accompany you all until tomorrow for 2 days. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this event is actually to commemorate the 55th anniversary of Tanah Laut Regency, and happy anniversary to my beloved Tanah Laut Regency. Okay, audience, would you like to pray to our Regency, especially to my Regency, Tanah Laut Regency? We hope that Tanah Laut will be more developed and more prosperous. Amen. Thank you very much for your prayer. Well, Politala International Conference will be held for 2 days. On December 16 today and tomorrow, December 17, 2020. And today we have 3 keynote speakers. They are, Alhamdulillah, actually, all of the speakers for today, women. Yeah, they are Miss Amalia from the Foundation of Sahabat Bekantan Indonesia. Good morning, Miss Amalia. How are you this morning, Miss Amalia? Are you fine in Banjarmasin? Yeah. How is the weather there, Miss Amalia? Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Ibu Titi. Could you hear me, my voice?
Yes, it's clear. Your voice is clear.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
Because before I'm... Yeah.
Okay, I hope you're ready with your presentation today. Yeah. Thank you for joining this conference, Miss Amalia.
Thank
Okay,
you.
the second presentation, the second presenter for today is Professor Tanima from India. Yeah, from Miss Tanima, already here, or maybe on her time, yeah, she will join the meeting. And the third speaker today is Miss Rina Febriana from Politala, Lehari. Good morning, Miss Rina. Are you already here? Okay, thank you, Miss Rina, that you have joined this meeting. And then the agenda for tomorrow, on Thursday, December 17th, we will have four speakers. They are Professor Macario from Philippines, Professor Kuniyoshi Shimizu from Japan, Professor Muhammad Yasin from Pakistan, and Professor Muhammad Uhai from Kalimantan, Indonesia. Well, honorable the participants, for today we have several agenda as follows. First, we will join the opening ceremony. Secondly, presentation 1 by Miss Amalia Rizky. Third, presentation 2 by Professor Tanima. And fourth, presentation 3 by Miss Rina Febriana. Okay, are you ready for all participants? Yeah, I think because time is running, so I think it's better if and the speaker one is also already here. I think it's better we begin the opening ceremony. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, thank you. Well, let's start our opening ceremony. The opening ceremony of First Politala International Conference on Tourism and Agriculture 2020 is started. National Anthem, Indonesia Raya. Would you like to stand up, please? Politala International Conference on Tourism and Agriculture 2020 is started. Thank you. Have a seat, please. Secondly, opening remarks by the Director of Polytechnic Negeri Tanah Laut, Dr. Mufrida Zain, Master of Education. Untuk Ibu Direktur, for Ibu Direktur, the time is yours.
It is a great pleasure for me to
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
welcome all
Yarfa'illahu
of you
alladhina
to the
amanu
Politala
minkum
International
walladhina
Conference
utul
on
ilma
Tourism
darajat.
and Agriculture
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
2020. On this
I
great
am
occasion,
grateful
ladies and gentlemen,
to the Honorable
well, I am
Professor
Dr.
Mufrida
Makario
Zain
from
It
Philippines.
is a great pleasure
Professor Muhammad
for me
Yasin
to
from
welcome
Pakistan,
all of you
Professor
to the
Tanima
Politala
from
International
India,
Conference on
Professor
Thank you all for your willingness to
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
speak
Yarfa'illahu
at this
alladhina
conference,
amanu minkum
especially
walladhina utul
to
ilma
Prof.
darajat.
Uhaib. I
Assalamualaikum
appreciate Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yarfa'illahu alladhina amanu minkum walladhina utul ilma darajat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this great occasion, ladies and gentlemen, well, I am Dr. Mufrida Zain. It is a great pleasure for me to welcome all of you to the Politala International Conference on Tourism and Agriculture 2020. I am grateful to the Honorable Professor Makario from Philippines, Professor Muhammad Yasin from Pakistan, Professor Tanima from India, Professor Shimizu from Japan, then Professor Uhaib As'ad from Banjarmasin, and also Miss Rizky Amelia, Magister of Education from Sahabat Bekantan, Indonesia, and last but not least, Miss Rina Febriana, Magister of E-commerce from Politala. Thank you all for your willingness to speak at this conference, especially to Prof. Uhaib. I appreciate you who generously help us to make this conference a reality beside the program committee in Politala. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first international conference that we hope to hold. This event is to celebrate the anniversary of Tanah Laut Regency. We are going to hold the conference annually. In addition, we would like to broaden our understanding and knowledge, particularly in the development of the tourism and agriculture sector in Tanah Laut. Ladies and gentlemen, Tanah Laut is a regency in the province of South Kalimantan. It is located along the southeast coast of the province of the southern Kalimantan. So, it has many beaches and hills. That's why Tanah Laut is a tourist destination. It is also interesting to visit the conservation of Bekantan or proboscis monkeys. In addition, agriculture in Tanah Laut is growing well and can be a food scaffolding in southern Kalimantan. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we will learn how to make Tanah Laut improve the agriculture and tourism industry in Tanah Laut at the conference. Well, I wouldn't like to take your time too much. Let's start with Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our conference. Welcome again, and thank you very much for taking part in this event. I wish good luck to all participants. Thank you. I wouldn't like to take your time.
Okay, thank you for opening remarks, Ibu. And it is the last agenda of watching video of Tanah Laut. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now let's watch together the video about Polytechnic Tanah Laut, about tourism destination, agriculture in Tanah Laut Regency. Okay, let's take a look for a while. Thank you for watching. The video.
Politeknik Negeri Tanah Laut adalah lembaga pendidikan vokasi yang didirikan sejak tahun 2004 dan baru terwujud pada tahun 2009. Waktu itu dinamakan Politeknik Industri Tanah Laut, Politri. Tujuan didirikannya Politri adalah untuk meningkatkan kualitas sumber daya manusia. Menghadapi tumbuhnya industri di Kabupaten Tanah Laut yang ditetapkan sebagai kawasan industri khusus, perusahaan tambang, perusahaan pakan ternak, perkebunan sawit, perkebunan karet, perusahaan air minum, perusahaan mie instan, papan partikel, plywood, perusahaan peternakan unggas, dan masih banyak lagi usaha-usaha menengah yang memerlukan tenaga terampil. Kabupaten Tanah Laut memiliki sumber daya alam yang melimpah. Kayu hutan, tambang, ikan, batu bara, biji besi menempatkan Kabupaten Tanah Laut sebagai daerah penghasil padi, jagung, dan kelapa sawit, serta penyedia 40% daging sapi di Provinsi Kalimantan Selatan. Sebagai penghasil, terutama bidang tambang, kelautan, pertanian, peternakan, dan jasa pariwisata. Karena itu dengan kondisi geografis tanah laut yang terletak pada kawasan strategis, sehingga tanah laut ini akan dapat menjadi pusat ekonomi dan pendidikan.
With an area of 3,631 square kilometers, Tanah Laut Regency has a million beauties. Life is an opportunity, a challenge, an adventure. Life is too precious and beautiful. Fantastic 55 Tanah Laut. The health and safety of visitors are of the utmost importance by washing hands, wearing a mask, and social distancing. From Banjarmasin to Pelaihari, there is a labyrinth tour, which has its uniqueness and natural beauty. Kayangan Hill is between two lanes. Every passing driver will be presented with this view. Everyone is struggling to survive the pandemic. Let us help together by buying local products. The Grand Syuhada Mosque is a large and oldest mosque in Tanah Laut Regency, which is the pride of the Pelaihari community.
The rays of the sun are spectacular when they touch the earth, as if to welcome and say that today is special. The rushing waves calm our body and soul. Green of the natural scenery makes our mind in peace. And this is our Regency, Tanah Laut. Here the natural wealth is very abundant, from agriculture, fishery, forestry, and many more sectors. The natural richness that we will always protect, like our Regency's motto, Tuntung Pandang. Tanah Laut has many tourist attractions, such as beaches, hills, waterfalls, and many other incredible things. And there is one destination as our pride, Susur Sungai Penjaratan.
Welcome to the South Kalimantan, the island of Bekantan. Dalam rangka upaya perlindungan bekantan, primata endemik dilindungi dan maskot Kalimantan Selatan, Yayasan Sahabat Bekantan Indonesia didirikan sejak tahun 2013 dengan 5 program kerja, yaitu program pertama evakuasi bekantan korban konflik, kebakaran hutan dan perdagangan ilegal, kemudian rehabilitasi pasca evakuasi hingga pelepas liaran bekantan kembali ke habitat alaminya di kawasan konservasi. Program kedua yaitu kegiatan sosialisasi dan edukasi dengan tujuan meningkatkan pengetahuan, kesadaran, dan kepedulian masyarakat khususnya generasi muda sejak dini. Program ini meliputi kunjungan ke sekolah, summer course atau sekolah konservasi, internship atau magang, dan volunteer atau relawan yang diikuti oleh kalangan umum, siswa, mahasiswa, bahkan peneliti skala lokal hingga global. Program ketiga adalah restorasi mangrove rambai atau dalam nama ilmiahnya Soneratia cassiolaris. Kunci penyelamatan bekantan adalah menyelamatkan habitatnya. Sudah lebih dari 7.000 pohon mangrove yang ditanam pada area restorasi di kawasan Stasiun Riset Bekantan Pulau Curiak untuk meningkatkan daya dukung makan dan habitat bekantan. Stasiun Riset Bekantan Pulau Curiak di Kabupaten Barito Kuala sebagai pilot project role model pengelolaan habitat bekantan di luar kawasan konservasi. Stasiun Riset Bekantan merupakan manifestasi program keempat SBI yaitu penelitian. Program kelima adalah ekowisata bekantan yang mendukung program pariwisata berkelanjutan. Kegiatan ekowisata bekantan dengan sasaran wisatawan minat khusus ini berisi kegiatan edukasi dan melibatkan wisatawan ke dalam aktivitas konservasi. Tidak hanya wisatawan domestik, namun ekowisata bekantan ini sangat diminati oleh wisatawan mancanegara dari berbagai benua, seperti Australia, Eropa, dan Amerika. Banyak daya tarik yang bisa dilihat dalam kegiatan ekowisata bekantan seperti hutan alami mangrove rambai dan juga aneka tumbuhan khas ekosistem lahan basah. Kemudian ragam satwa liar seperti burung, ikan, reptil, dan juga bekantan. Nah, kita bisa mengamati perilaku kelompok bekantan yang unik seperti kemampuannya berenang. Selain itu, kemampuannya yang bisa berayun, meloncat, dan aktivitas bermain. Selain itu, kita membaur dengan kearifan lokal masyarakat sungai. Harmonisasi alam di sini memberikan pengalaman dan kenangan yang mengesankan bagi setiap wisatawan yang berkunjung di sini. Hello, I'm Amalia Rizky, founder of Sahabat Bekantan Indonesia Foundation. As we know that Bekantan or proboscis monkey is one of biodiversity and key species and also endemic primate in Borneo. But unfortunately, they are included in endangered species list by IUCN. The existence of Bekantan and their wetland habitat is very, very important in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. So please save our biodiversity for a sustainable of human life.
Okay, audience, thank you for watching the video about Tanah Laut Regency. Actually, we have more than this about tourism destination. Next, you will get it. And it is, guys, actually, it is the end of opening ceremony. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for us to go to the first presentation. Yeah? Okay, and it will be led by Mem Yanti as a moderator, and Ibu Wan Yulianti or Mrs. Wan Yulianti, Master of Education. She is a lecturer in Information Technology Department, Politeknik Negeri Tanah Laut. Well, Bu Yanti, before I hand over the session to you, ground rule, and thank you that you have ready for the moderator, and the time is yours, Namianti.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ma'am Titi, as the beautiful host today. This is our first speaker. Okay, first I'd like to say hello to Miss Amalia Rezeki on the other frame over there. Hi, Miss Amalia Rezeki.
Hi, Ibu Yanti. How are you?
How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you. And you?
Oh, very good. Thank you. And I'm very happy to see you this morning.
I'm also. What a beautiful
Okay.
today.
very smart appearance this morning.
Yes.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining this conference, and very thank you that you are willing to give your knowledge to us today. And the second, I'd like to say hello to all of the participants, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining this conference this morning. I'm very happy to see Miss Amalia. Okay, first, I'd like to read some of her resume. Please correct me, Miss Amal, if I'm making some mistake this morning.
Please make my birthday more younger, Namianti.
First, I would like to tell just this is our speaker this morning. Okay, her name is Amalia Rezeki, Master of Education, and she is a doctoral student right now. Is it correct, Miss Amel? I'd like to call you Miss Amel. Okay.
Yes. Now I'm prepared for my dissertation about Bekantan.
Okay, and next, more about Miss Amel is she is a lecturer at the Biology Education Study Program at Lambung Mangkurat University, South Kalimantan, Indonesia. She is an environmental activist conserving the wildlife, especially proboscis monkey, as we know as Bekantan.
Yes.
She is the founder of Indonesian Center for the Study and Conservation of Biodiversity. She is also the founder of Sahabat Bekantan Indonesia Foundation, SBI, for the conservation of Bekantan. She is the researcher of Bekantan Research Station at Wetland Ecosystem in Indonesia. And the last but not the least, Miss Amalia was the champion of Asian Youth Eco Champion International Award in the environmental sector in 2019 in Siem Reap, Cambodia. Give applause to Miss Amel. Congratulations to Miss Amel. And ladies and gentlemen, she is, I think she is the master of Bekantan in Indonesia.
I'm still learning about Bekantan. So many mysterious things.
Okay, and as we know that Bekantan has the uniqueness, is it correct, Miss Amel, that it has pendulous nose, long nose, something like that.
Nose.
Okay, and the next, I'd like to make some kind of rule, Miss Amel, and our rule for this conference, especially for both of us here, because I should lead this conference, you and I. And the rules is about timing. Okay. It is 30 minutes. I mean, a half hour of your presentation. And the next, we go to question and answer. Okay, and then the question will be chosen in even in chat box, or the participant who raise hand in here. Okay. Okay. And then the question will be chosen in. Misalnya, you ready? Amelia Rezeki about consultation. Saya and save human civilization. Women.
Okay, Ibu
countries.
Maybe some trouble. So, check. Check. I think I got the basic signal here. Sepertinya sinyal mulai buruk, Bu, di Kota Banjarmasin. Karena mulai mendung. Oke.
So we have unstable line.
Ya.
Okay, are you ready if we open your presentation for your material, Ms. Amel?
Yeah.
Okay, we share from here.
Okay.
We share your material from you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, are you ready if we open our presentation for your material, Ms. Amel?
Yeah. Should I start?
Share from here. Okay, time is yours.
Oke, thank you so much, Ibu Moderator, Ibu Yanti. Lama nggak ketemu, kita ketemunya ternyata virtual ya, Bu. Oke, I want to say hello also to the all speakers, hello, and all the committee, and also all the participants who are beautiful today. But in Banjarmasin, I think it's cloudy, a little bit cloudy. Jadi, maybe I will use a combination language, because mostly Indonesian, I think. So before start, I would like to say thank you to the Polytechnic Tanah Laut for inviting me in this great international webinar talk about the agriculture and tourism. And also selamat hari jadi untuk Kabupaten Tanah Laut ya, happy anniversary ke-55. Mudah-mudahan semakin jaya dan semakin sukses dalam mengelola daerah. I will share my presentation about proboscis monkey or bekantan in local name, proboscis monkey conservation for supporting sustainable tourism, because our theme today about tourism. Yeah, in Sahabat Bekantan Indonesia Foundation, we have a big 5 program. One of the program is develop the bekantan ecotourism. We move to the next slide. As Ibu Yanti said about the uniqueness of bekantan, ya. Jadi keunikan bekantan seperti yang kita lihat, kan ada juga yang bilang bekantan itu monyet Belanda atau Dutch monkey, because bekantan as a uniqueness for the body, they have reddish brown the color hair, and then have a long nose, jadi punya mancung hidung. Hidungnya mancung panjang ya, tapi khusus especially for the male. Jadi khususnya untuk bekantan pejantan. Tapi kalau bekantan betina small nose tapi tetap mancung. Jadi perbedaannya di situ kalau kita we observe the bekantan at the forest. And then the special uniqueness for bekantan could swimming and diving. Itu yang membuat bekantan make different dengan the other primates, because they have a membrane among the fingers. Jadi mereka punya selaput di antara jari tangan maupun juga jari kaki. Itu yang membuat keistimewaan bekantan ini juga menjadi daya tarik ya, to be attractive things for the tourists who comes to our location at Bekantan Research Station. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, when we talk about what is the substantial problem, before I explain about the substantial problem, why we choose bekantan? Firstly, we know that bekantan is endemic primate. Bekantan is endemic primate, and then also bekantan is the key species, especially for the wetland forest in the Kalimantan. Endemic primate in the Kalimantan, which they have a role to keep stabilizing the wetland forest. Bekantan also have a role to be an agent of biodiversity and agent of the forest regenerator. And then bekantan also now the status of conservation is categorized red list endangered by IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, and also classified Appendix 1 by CITES and by CITES, yeah. And then it is we know that bekantan being a mascot of South Kalimantan province since 1990, so it would be our responsibility to keep the bekantan in protection and conservation. And then it is our responsibility in the knowledge as because I'm lecturer, it is my responsibility to protect them. And then we as a local people here, it is also the responsibility. Okay, when we talk about the substantial problem, why bekantan categorized as the endangered species? Because so many factors that cause the threat to bekantan habitat and population, like hunting, habitat loss, insufficient habitat in certain sites. Yeah, the first conservation land that make the forest fragmentation. Okay, let's next to the slide. To overcome the problem, we have a big 5 program. First is education. We know that education is the best thing. We have the 3E principle. First is enlighten, educate, and also empower. In education program, we have a view program like summer course or non-formal conservation school, and then the second is the our internship activity, and then the volunteer atau relawan. Kemudian yang kedua adalah program rescue, rehabilitasi, and release. Rescue or evacuation, because we still facing many problem Bekantan in the field. Sometimes local people still think that Bekantan is a pest ya. Jadi masih menganggap Bekantan itu hama karena Bekantan ketika melakukan migrasi itu memasuki pemukiman dan kebun warga. Nah, that's why we evacuate them and then bring them to the rehabilitation until they're healthy, and then we keep them released again to the wild habitat. And the third program is restoration of habitat. Jadi the key conservation to protect the wild animal is save their habitat. Karena nggak mungkin kita menyelamatkan satwa liar atau bekantan kalau kita tidak menyelamatkan rumahnya atau habitatnya. Nah, jadi program restorasi habitat bekantan ini, program utama kita, the main program is restore the mangrove rambai or Soneratia cassiloris in scientific name. But also not only impact positive impact to the bekantan, but also have the big impact to the local people around the bekantan habitat. Karena mangrove memiliki fungsi sangat banyak, have many function, not only for bekantan, but also have the big role to be a mitigating solution for the global warming. That is a very bad issue for environment today. Yeah. And the fourth program is research. Research is very important to determine the conservation activity. And the fifth is Bekantan Ecotourism Program. This is one of the main platform of SBI Foundation to support the conservation activities. This is very, very important also keep the balance about the tourism and also with how we implement with the conservation principles. Okay, next slide. Okay, here one of our working area. Actually, we have cooperate with the government, especially for the with the Ministry of Environment and Forestry through BKSDA Kalimantan Selatan. Ya, kita mengelola bersama 13 kawasan konservasi. Namun kami juga memiliki kawasan tersendiri yang kami kelola, yaitu Pulau Curiak, Curiak Island. Curiak Island is a role model out of conservation area. We try to make the balance with the local people activities, with the wild or natural habitat of bekantan. Jadi kita ingin menjadikan Pulau Curiak ini sebagai role model bagaimana mengelola habitat bekantan di luar kawasan konservasi. Nah, kita juga bareng-bareng sama teman-teman di daerah Panjaratan. Mungkin di sini ada juga teman-teman dari Panjaratan yang bergabung. Kita sering kolaborasi, we often collaboration with other communities in every regency to save the habitat of bekantan. Because the population of bekantan is we find more out of conservation area. Jadi lebih banyak kita temui di luar kawasan konservasi dibandingkan dengan kawasan konservasi, dan kawasan di luar kawasan konservasi ini lebih rentan daripada kawasan konservasi yang sudah jelas perlindungan hukumnya. Inilah yang menjadi fokus utama kita. Di sini kita membangun stasiun riset bekantan. Let's move to the next slide. We built the Bekantan Research Station, also collaborating with my university also, and now we are collaborating with Politala also. I hope friends from Politala could join and visit our Bekantan Research Station and collaboration in research together ya. Jadi kita membangun semua kolaborasi secara sinergis dengan mengeksplorasi luas pengetahuan melalui kegiatan penelitian untuk mendukung pelestarian bekantan. Okay, next slide. When we built the Bekantan Research Station at 2018, also witnessed by Professor Tim Roberts. He is also my promoter for my dissertation. We built we built Bekantan Research Station is aimed to education first, and then also research, because as we know together, the literature about Bekantan is a very, very less literature. That's why we have to explore more about Bekantan and its wetland, and also the relationship between local people and also the Bekantan life in a wild habitat. Next. Related with our third program is mangrove ecosystem restoration. We have achieved more than 7,000 mangrove rambai. Jadi 7.000 pohon rambai ini yang khusus ditanam di daerah di Pulau Curiak ya. Jadi kalau di totality untuk di Pulau Curiak itu sudah lebih dari 7.000, dengan kawasan awalnya itu hanya 1 hektar, sekarang sudah berkembang menjadi 4 hektar. Nah, before 1 hectare, now developed being 4 hectares. So it's good news because mangrove rambai support the feeding of Bekantan, yeah, and also support to make Bekantan keep stay at the Curiak Island, because we built the green belt. It is a point for Bekantan not to migrate entering the residence of local people. Okay, in order to support the ecosystem and Bekantan conservation also, I have said before that it is for mitigating the climate change. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is our activity with the internship with the student from Australia. Actually, in this year we have more than 3 programs for the internship and also summer course, but now we are facing the pandemic of Corona COVID-19. All of the schedule was pending. Next. This is our activity with the internship with the student from Australia. Okay, this is our big brochure, brochure for Bekantan Eco Tours. And also next, we have also the summer course brochure. But now we are facing the pandemic of Corona COVID-19. All of okay, as we seen at the video that displayed by committee, not only for the Bekantan that we can observe, but we have a many potential for the wildlife, like a bird. If you like, if you have a bird watching community, and then also you if you interest with the herping activity. So many potential for flora and fauna that we can explore together, because the key species the interesting things that when tourists come to our location, they always want to see the different thing in wetland ecosystem, especially in Kalimantan, because we always think about the Kalimantan known by the rain tropical forest. But actually, we have also the wetland ecosystem. This is one of the mangrove riparian. Yeah, it is different mangrove. Because always we know that mangrove always have the habitat in a coastal zone, like a brackish water. But especially in our location is one of the different typical for the mangrove. It categorized by riparian mangrove. That's why the dominant vegetation is mangrove rambai or Soneratia cassiolaris. But mangrove rambai is not give the benefit to the Bekantan, but the leaf and the flower and the fruit, it is have a benefit for the people too. It could be managed to be a local medicine. Next. summer course program always have activity, yeah, like education and also observing, and also we have a plastic war. Jadi kita membersihkan sampah plastik di sungai, kemudian we are planting mangrove together. Yeah. Okay, next. Summer course program always have activity. This is our activity when we planting of mangrove rambai trees. They were so happy because the different experience that they got. They don't have experience before planting mangrove rambai in the mud, ya. Jadi memang kalau kegiatan ekowisata Bekantan kita di sini memang agak berbeda dengan wisata yang lain, karena setiap wisatawan yang datang itu diwajibkan untuk gabung dalam setiap kegiatan atau aktivitas konservasi kita. Jadi setiap orang yang datang itu pasti wajib menanam minimal 1 pohon mangrove rambai. Dan ini memberikan kesan tersendiri. Oke, let's move to the next slide. Jadi memang kalau kegiatan ekowisata. This is one of our activity, clean rivers program, that I said a plastic war, because we know that from the upstream to the downstream, we receive so many rubbish from the domestic waste, ya. That's why we have to make clean our river. Jadi kita ini di daerah Muara, jadi kita sering banget dapat kiriman sampah dari bagian hulu sungai. Jadi kita mempunyai program perang sampah plastik ini untuk mencegah terjadinya pencemaran. Dan memang sebagian besar ini adalah sampah domestik. Dan ini juga kita harapkan bisa berkolaborasi juga dengan teman-teman dan bisa menjadi inspirasi juga, karena memang sampah plastik ini menjadi isu terbesar juga, permasalahan lingkungan tidak hanya di Kalimantan tapi juga skalanya global. Let's next slide. Okay, this is our activity, research activity. Now in a Bekantan Research Station, we have almost 25, yeah. One research now in a progress. 25 research about the Bekantan in the ecology aspect, and then in the social aspect. And then we have also the research about the genetic aspect. We collaborate with many university, in a national university, also in abroad university. And we invite you to join with us in the research station. Okay, this is one of the benefit from mangrove rambai, because we know that when mangrove rambai, yeah, lestari, the mangrove rambai area that we are trying to restore directly increases the yield of the fishery sector by producing abundant the fish resources. Jadi ikan melimpah dengan adanya mangrove rambai, karena mangrove rambai itu berperan sebagai tempat pemijahan ikan. Jadi ketika mangrove rambai lestari, of course, producing abundant fish, it's good. Okay, next slide. This is all for the Bekantan spot. Jadi this is the easiest spot when we want to see the Bekantan in a habitat, the nature habitat. Yeah, before at the 2016 we have 14 individual, but now increasing twice. So now 27 individual. It's a good news. Even it's a great news for us, because the increasing for the population of Bekantan group, it shows that their habitat keeps stable. But it is also being our challenge, because we all of course want to make the population more increase, yeah. But we have to enlarge the area of the Bekantan habitat. That's why we have to also increase the mangrove rambai restoration. Okay, next. It shows that their habitat keeps stable. It's the same conservation school, but it is non-formal, but also same the activity with the summer course. Next. This is with the local student. Also we welcome ya. Jadi since elementary school, jadi sejak SD, kemudian junior high school, SMP, senior high school, and also the student from university could join our non-formal conservation school or summer conservation. Usually we take start from 3 days until 1 week for the activity. Not only we survey, but also we take a little research, yeah, the simple research for the student. Okay, next. Okay, we have also the simple facilities ya. Jadi salah satunya ini kita ingin arahnya ekowisata halal. So we try to develop the halal tourism, the halal ecotourism. We provide the ibadah ya, untuk ibadah setiap pengunjung yang datang ke tempat kita. Okay, we have also the simple facilities ya. Jadi salah satunya ini kita ingin arahnya ekowisata halal. So we try to. Okay, maybe that's all from me. I hope this could be inspiring for you for you all, because we have a big homework to save the Bekantan conservation and also the wild animal, because South Kalimantan have a big potential for flora and fauna. I think that's all. I give it back to the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, Miss Amel. Okay, thank you very much for all of the information, especially for Bekantan, Miss Amel.
Thank you.
Okay, Miss Amel, we will go to the question and answer. But before we start the question and answer, I'd like to inform to all of our participants here, if you have question, please write down on the chat box, or you can raise hand in this template. Not raise hand like this, but you can click the button of raise hand. Okay. Okay, some of conclusion of this topic today. Ms. Amel especially has 5 important program. The first is all about Bekantan. The first is education, how we educate, how we learn more and more about Bekantan. And the second program is about rescue, rehabilitation, and release, how we save the Bekantan itself. And the third is restoration of habitat, how the Bekantan live, and how we manage the home of the Bekantan itself. And the fourth is about research. They make some kind of research, especially in Bekantan, and moreover maybe. And then the fifth is Bekantan ecotourism. This is very interesting, how we make some kind of tourism with Bekantan, especially in Bekantan. But the last but not the least about the program, it is very interesting. I like it very much, Miss Amel. Clean Rivers program. This is very good, as we know that the rivers is not quite clean.
Yeah,
maybe there are many
different.
so many rubbish was over the river, and the jargon is plastic waste war, the plastic rubbish war. Is it correct, Miss Amel? Okay. Yes. It is interesting when you say that your team especially make some kind of reservation area. This is very interesting. So does it mean that Bekantan, or you build or you make some kind of island for Bekantan?
Yes, yes. The
Oh,
island,
I see.
but
That's very good.
before small island now become large island. And we have a program
Mm-hmm.
also the buyback land program. Jadi kita beli
Oh,
kembali
I
lahan,
see.
buyback land that
Mm-hmm.
before that land is converted. Jadi yang sebelumnya berubah beralih fungsi itu kita
Mm-hmm.
kembali restore, trying to restore
Mm-hmm.
again for the especially mangrove rambai.
Oh, wow, that's cool. And then, as you know, that bekantan is conserved animal, right? Is it
Yes.
Only some of bekantan still live, or how many bekantan? Is it?
Especially in South Kalimantan?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Especially in South Kalimantan, since 2015, we have at least 5,000 individual, but now increasingly to 3,000 individual. Jadi almost half of the individual in that now decrease for the population, dan it's very dangerous for us because when the bekantan extinct, ketika bekantan punah, it would be also affected to our life.
Okay. About tourism, about tourists, ecotour. Okay.
Yeah.
They also can see or can learn about bird harvey. This is correct.
Yeah. Also heavy activity, Ibu Yanti. So not only Bekantan, some of our special tourists come to our locations to see the like a snake. And yeah, that's one of the happy activity. Jadi banyak yang suka cari ular, cari katak atau kodok. Iya. And also
snake and frog.
yeah, they also like for the bird watching because we have the migration bird season. Jadi ada musim tertentu, musim burung migrasi in our Curiak Island. Kita sering menemui kind of the Egreta garzetta bird ya. Jadi kalau bahasa Indonesia tuh kuntul kecil putih. Nah, jadi seperti yang burung bangau itu tapi beda sih. Jadi sebutannya kuntul putih, tapi kecil-kecil. Kalau nama ilmiahnya Egreta garzetta itu kalau sudah musim migrasinya tiba itu ratusan ya. Jadi ya di pulau kita tuh ratusan memutih semuanya.
Oh, I see. That's cool. Okay, and I'll check the question from the participant. Okay. There are some question here, Miss Amel.
Yeah, some question.
Okay. Okay. The question is, hello, Miss Amel. I want to ask, in 2018 or 2019, I've been to the Right Rim Lake and visited the proboscis monkey. Okay. The participant have ever went to the lake, visited the proboscis monkey. So that at that time there were only two young proboscis monkey. They were locked up and far from the colony and their mother. Okay, I hope you will understand the sentence.
Yeah.
Because in Indonesian English.
I read it.
and by being locked up in a small cage like that, or maybe the bekantan is in the cage, wouldn't proboscis monkey be stressed and even die? Okay, because and this is the question from Manohara Kubra from Tanah Laut Tourism Office.
Okay. Should I give the response directly or waiting for the other question?
Okay. You can answer directly. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. Before, thank you for the question from Manohara
Kubra.
Yeah, nice name, Manohara Kubra.
From Tanah Laut Tourism.
Yeah, Tanah Laut Tourism. Yeah. Okay, jadi so actually in the Riam Kanan management is outside our management, yeah. But we know that that's handled by government also. Actually in the Bekantan conservation, we should learn about the management between in situ area or ex situ area. Jadi ada kawasan yang disebut dengan daerah memang betul-betul habitat alaminya atau in situ. Kemudian ex situ itu seperti kebun binatang, ya, kemudian juga pusat rehabilitasi. Tapi yang harus kita perjelas that we have to make clear for for your question is the status of the area, ya. Apakah whether is aimed to the conservation or rehabilitation center or it's just like zoo, ya. Jadi kita harus memperjelas status wilayah tersebut. Jadi kalau memang misalnya kita memperuntukkan untuk kawasan konservasi, of course we have to know the good facilities for the Bekantan. But when we try to make this rehabilitation center, there is a special treatment for the cage, for the feeding, and for the people who works with the Bekantan rehabilitation, because it is not easy because Bekantan is very sensitive climate. Jadi kalau kita ingin menjadikan itu menjadi pusat rehabilitasi, memang it's different cages antara rehabilitasi dan juga kebun binatang. Nah, jadi memang di Riam Kanan, honestly I don't know what the special goals, ya. Jadi tujuan khususnya di Riam Kanan itu mau diarahkan seperti apa. Tapi kalau misalnya memang diarahkan untuk rehabilitasi, karena rehabilitasi ini seperti di tempat kami, as our place in the rehabilitation center in Banjarmasin, we make the three kind of cages. First is quarantine. So quarantine is quite small because we evacuate Bekantan that being victim of forest fire, local conflict, from electricity victim, karena Bekantan kadang jadi korban setrum listrik when they migrate from one area to another area, and then sometimes Bekantan being a car accident victim, ya, jadi korban kecelakaan ketika nyebrang jalan. So it is impossible we move the Bekantan in the large cage because it's a very risky. Jadi sangat berisiko ketika kita memasukkan Bekantan dalam kandang yang besar, ya. We have to minimize for the medical risk. Jadi risiko medisnya itu yang perlu kita pertimbangkan. Nah, tapi kalau misalnya di sana diperuntukkan untuk kebun binatang, ya, atau or sanctuary, so we have to make adaptation for the Bekantan real life. Jadi di kehidupan alaminya Bekantan itu seperti apa. Jadi untuk ukuran kandang pun juga harus disesuaikan. Dan we have to input some kind natural plant. Jadi bukan invasive plant but non invasive plant. Jadi kita harus menyesuaikan according to their feeding, also their the tree for their activity. Jadi jenis-jenis pohon yang biasanya mereka tempati seperti jenis pohon di lahan basah, mangrove, seperti galam juga bisa, bunga waru atau hibiscus itu juga bisa. Jadi kita harus make sure dulu tujuannya seperti apa. Nah, sama seperti teman-teman di Panjaratan, that doing some restoration program. Karena ketika kita melakukan restorasi program, kita harus menyesuaikan. We have to make sure what kind of the plant that we will planting at the area, ya. Jadi spot-spot, sometimes spot-spot at the area is different each other. So kita tidak bisa menyamakan satu sama lain.
Okay, thank you, Miss Amel. We have almost same question from, it is almost same but different area maybe. This is from the question from Aisyah Nur Amelia. Yes. She is from Politala. Okay. How about Bekantan in Kintab area? There are some people want to, want to have the bekantan itself as a pet. As a pet, as a binatang peliharaan. Okay, what do you think about that?
Okay, thank you, Ibu Yanti. So, hi, my twin. We have the same name, Amelia. Okay, especially for the problem, one of the problem bekantan is illegal trading, illegal poaching, because sometimes not only being a pet, but also they eat also the meat of bekantan. Jadi mereka juga makan daging bekantan. Still in local people, but it's less. Jadi hanya sedikit ya. How to we increase the awareness of the local public to save the bekantan ya? By education, and they will stop the hunting. Yeah, it takes the long process. As we know that when we started at 2013, now almost 7 years, we still give the education to the people, but we appreciate with the local people that give the attention for the bekantan at social media. Kalau misalnya kita melihat beberapa hashtag tentang bekantan, berita tentang bekantan jadi viral di Kalimantan Selatan. Ini adalah one of the indicator of the positive indicator that our people now have awareness for the bekantan. Don't be tired to always spread the message of conservation. Jadi kita harus selalu menggaungkan pelestarian bekantan. Kenapa? Why we have to protect the bekantan? What kind of the activities that support for bekantan conservation? Not only bekantan actually, but also all of the wild animal. Nah, bekantan is a role model because bekantan our mascot ya. Jadi untuk menghentikan perburuan, we have to make the sign. We have to do the sign karena because the bekantan by our law. Jadi Undang-Undang Nomor 5, Number 5 at 1990 tahun 1990 itu bekantan dilindungi, dan barang siapa yang memburu bekantan itu dipidana 5 tahun penjara, 5 years in the prison. Nah, and also harus membayar, they have pay to the government almost 100,000 million. Ya, 100 million. I mean 100 million rupiah. Jadi 100 juta rupiah dan 5 tahun penjara itu dendanya. Itu kita buat sign. Jadi kita buat spanduk di mana lokasinya di Kintab yang sering terjadi perburuan, baik itu bekantan ataupun satwa liar dilindungi. Salah satunya lutung ya. One of the silvery langur. Ya, Trachypithecus cristatus, that's one of the protected animal also. Jadi satwa yang dilindungi. Itu salah satu cara soft education. So, yeah, step by step we give them education about that. Okay, Wiyanti.
Okay, thank you. The same question. The same question also from thank you from Dani. She answered your
yeah.
Also previously that profession or the habitat for them, right?
Okay. Should I? Okay, should I answer? Okay, thank you, Bu Yanti. I will give the response for Dani. Hello, Dani Muriza from agro industry ya. Okay, I think it was similar question with the question before from Kintab ya, Amelia. So the first thing that we have to do as the youth generation, because I think Dani Muriza is a student ya, but not only student, but also the local people have can spread the conservation message by our social media. It is very important and it's very effective. Jadi ini sangat berpengaruh dan juga sangat berperan sosial media. What we bring for the message at our social media, it also give the influence to the local people. So how education, yeah, we can say that take the education for the short time they will have awareness. It is impossible karena untuk mengubah to change their mindset it took a long time. Apalagi menganggap bekantan itu hama ya. We have to give the education like a socialization, small socialization, gathering together. But in a pandemic, of course, we have a just small gathering, yeah. And then we give some information about bekantan. Why bekantan being they think being a pest? Why bekantan migrating to their area? Because there are no wetland forests for them. There are no feeding for them. That's why make a bekantan push to eat different feeding ya. Jadi kasus the first case of that we handle at the Barito Kuala Regency, more than 10 group. It same with the more than 50 individuals that have a crash with the local people because people think there is stolen for the cassava field. All the people told to us almost 1 ton in the 6 months eat the cassava, but actually cassava it is not the feeding of bekantan ya. Tapi mereka terpaksa makan bekantan karena tidak ada pilihan yang lain. Nah, ini menjadi salah satu indikator berarti hutan lahan basah kita sudah rusak.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. There is also a question from Sadia. Yeah. Okay. Sadia here. Okay. Why do you think that biodiversity is important? As we know that we also need land to plant some kind of rice, paddy, something like that. What do you think? It is important for you to create the biodiversity here.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Miss Sadia ya from Agro Industry Department. Okay, why we have to keep sustainable our biodiversity? Because actually the basic thing is human cannot live without flora and fauna, cannot live without biodiversity. But the flora and fauna and biodiversity could live without the human. Yeah, this is the simple conclusion. Jadi kita nggak bisa hidup tuh tanpa hewan dan tumbuhan, tapi tumbuhan dan hewan tuh bisa hidup tanpa kita. Karena apa? Karena peningkatan the increasing of the human population is give the bad effect for the biodiversity, and then also have a bad impact also to the human life. Karena nih, I'm sorry because I hear my voice again. Karena suaranya terulang.
I can hear you. Okay, I can hear you. It's okay. I can hear you.
Okay. Jadi kenapa biodiversity itu important? Kita di dalam keanekaragaman hayati itu memiliki peran dan fungsi masing-masing, have a special role. Ada yang perannya untuk dimakan, ada yang perannya untuk memang seperti bekantan adalah agen regenerasi hutan. Kenapa sih jadi disebut agen regenerasi hutan? Why? That called by the regenerator of forest or biodiversity agent ya. Because bekantan mostly eat the young leaf and then how when they have also 10% eat the fruit. That's why when they eat leaf and the fruit and the seeds from the fruit, when they migrate to another area, it's also make some area richness with the biodiversity. Jadi ketika mereka berpindah dari satu tempat ke tempat yang lain itu membuat area tersebut menjadi kaya keanekaragaman hayatinya. Kalau nggak ada bekantan, mana mungkin kalau misalnya kita makan buah-buahan, kita bergerak nggak di hutan lahan basah untuk memperkaya keanekaragaman hayati tersebut gitu. Jadi nggak cuma bekantan, tapi juga jenis primata yang lainnya. Nah, kemudian ekosistem have a special service ya. Jadi memiliki jasa ekosistem. Kalau kita dulu belajar tentang daur biogeokimia, itu ada siklus air, ada siklus unsur hara dan lain-lain, itu memiliki peran yang apabila terputus itu memberikan bukan pengaruh yang bagus, malah pengaruh yang buruk pada kehidupan manusia. Sama halnya dengan kepunahan bekantan. Itulah mengapa that's why biodiversity is important because they have the good change in the ecosystem. When we cut down for the change, of course it will give the bad affected to our life.
Does it mean that it has a mutual symbiosis?
Yes, mutual symbiosis.
Okay. I have maybe silly question from me, especially we will go to another question. I have silly question. You said previously that bekantan eats young leaves, especially in some case they eat cassava leaves.
Cassava
leaves. Okay.
But cassava leaf not is the priority feeding for them. It's like adaptive.
Okay. That's why it's very important to plant rambai trees for their ecosystem. For their habitat as their habitat. Now my question is when we are waiting for the growing up of rambai trees, need time, right? How many years, how many months? We are waiting for the growing of rambai trees here.
Yeah, when we planting, especially for the mangrove rambai, because mangrove rambai different with the other mangrove at the coastal zone with the specific brackish water. For mangrove rambai, we are planting from the seeds. So when the seeds grow to be one finger like this, it takes almost 2 months until 3 months.
I see.
Okay. If we always plant the other seeds, it just takes 1 week or 2 weeks. But for the mangrove, especially, take a long time for the seeds. Yeah, that's why it's very difficult because we still try to find the technology to grow up faster for the mangrove rambai. I hope from agro industry could help us because actually mangrove rambai have a very good benefit for the food, because the fruit of mangrove rambai is a very good have so many vitamin C, and then have also the triterpenoid that is a very important to overcome the cancer of cervix. Jadi ada penelitian bunga, buah, dan daun dan juga kulit batang mangrove rambai ini berperan penting untuk bisa secara local medicine-nya, herbal medicine-nya untuk mengatasi penyakit kanker.
Oh, I see. That's good. Oh, this is so many knowledge I got here from you, especially Miss Amel. Okay. This is. I hope this is the last question.
Okay.
This is from Dendi Trisnayuda. Dendi Trisnayuda. The question. He is from automotive technology students. Okay. The question is summer course program. Maybe he is interesting at that program. How we apply to join the course? Maybe you can explain.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Dendi, for the question.
Dendi Trisnayuda.
maybe Dendi is a representative question ya dari teman-teman semuanya yang ingin menanyakan and would wanna to know about our program, especially for the summer course and also volunteering. We also have a program for volunteering, but volunteering is just individual, and then for the summer course in the community, in a group. Jadi kita membuka sekolah konservasi atau program summer course at least 5 persons. Jadi jika 5 orang sudah terkumpul, kita akan menyelenggarakan kegiatan sekolah konservasi atau summer course. Tapi if you want to join for the volunteering program, because sometimes maybe your friend doesn't interest with the school conservation ya, karena nggak semua hanya tertarik dengan kegiatan lingkungan misalnya. Saya hanya tertarik sendiri. So you could join with our volunteering program. It is open for the every period, but especially this year, pandemic, we make a limitation for the time period.
Okay.
Join to us, and you could contact our social media, at Instagram sahabat_bekantan, or my Instagram amalia_rezeki, and also you could contact our website www.bekantan.org, or our Facebook Sahabat Bekantan Proboscis Maniki Conservation, and also my Facebook Amalia Riziki, and we have a number contact for officially 0812 and then 58262218. Okay.
Okay, I'd like to ask the question. How about if they want to join this course? How about the fee? How about something like that? Is it free, or we should pay some fee?
Yeah, pay some fee. Yeah, of course for the transportation. Yeah, especially for the transportation, accommodation, and also we give the rule for the every participant to join the conservation activities, so they should donation for the mangrove rambai tree.
Okay, donation. That is donation.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Rizky, this is maybe this is the previously is the last question from our participant, and we should close this first speaker conference, especially from Ms. Amalia Rezeki. Okay, thank you, Ms. Amalia Rezeki, for all of your knowledge. It's very, very happy to have you today. Okay.
Yeah.
I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good day today. Have a good day for you all.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
okay.
you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will hand over this first speaker, especially from me, Memianti. I'll give back to Ibu Titi.
Okay, thank you very much, Memianti, for handling this session. The first speaker from Ibu Amalia Rizki, and also I say thank you to Ibu Amalia, Miss Amalia Rizki, for your presentation and for your sharing your knowledge, your idea, your experience. It is so great about the presentation. Thank you so much, and I'm sure that it will be inspiration, especially for youth. Yeah, because that you said that it is very important for us that we must pay attention much to this unique animal. Yeah, and because the sustainable of their lives, it is will give impact to our environment. Okay, give applause to Miss Amalia Rizki for the presentation. Thank you very much, and I'm sorry if there is a mistake. Okay, thank you. Also, Bu Yanti, I think it's better to go to the second presentation. Actually, it is from Professor Tanima, but she needs a little time, so we exchange or to Ibu Rina Febriana. Yeah, the third presentation is from Ibu Rina Febriana. She's from Politeknik Negeri Tanah Laut, and it will be led by Miss Carolina as the moderator. And I will introduce Miss Carolina is also an English teacher an English lecturer in Politala, especially in economic and business department. Well, Miss Carolina, are you ready? And oh yeah, Ibu Rina, are you here? Are you already here, Bu Rina?
I'm here.
How are you, Bu Rina?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, thank you that you are already here. Yeah, it is your turn now. And Ibu Carolina will conduct this presentation to you. Okay, Bu Rina, the time is yours.
Okay.
Ibu Caroline.
Okay, hello, how are you today? Okay, now we have second session of this day. I want to greet the second speaker first. Hello, Burina, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you for asking. Okay, first I want to read the resume of you.
Yes, please.
Resume of Rina Febriana. Okay, she is Rina Febriana, Bachelor of Economy, Master of Commerce. She is Head of Economic Business Department and Business Department, Politeknik Negeri Tanah Laut. And she is a head of Waladun Soleh, and then Director of Berkat Usaha Karya. She has a Master degree of Commerce from Curtin University of Technology, Perth. And she has 2 research articles. First, an evaluation of gray forecasting method focused on electricity sold to customer by Electricity State Company in Indonesia in 2019. And then the comparison of entrepreneurship efficiency level between Palehari District and Bajuan District by the solver method in 2020. Okay, first let me tell the rules. The speaker has 30 minutes of delivering her presentation and then 15 minutes for question and answer session. Okay, the participant could ask by clicking raise hand or by typing the question on the chat box. The second presentation is titled The Economic Characteristic of Tanah Laut. Well, Ms. Reina, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Miss Aline. I'll try to share my screen. Wait. Where is the file? Okay. Okay, so can you see the PowerPoint, Miss Aline? Hello, Miss Aline? Hello, Miss Aline.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss
Can
Rina.
can you see my sharing file?
Yes, I could see.
Okay, it's clear. Okay. Okay, I'll start it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the opportunity for me to be a speaker in this great international conference on tourism and agriculture. Because I'm surprised because I actually being a speaker for tomorrow, but today, okay, I'll be the second one in the first day. But first of all, I also want to say apologize if my English is not really good or in inappropriate structured English is not really well because I'm still learning anyway. Okay. So my topic for today is about the economic characteristic of Tanah Laut. In the previous, we already heard from Miss Amelia the amazing creators of Bekantan is. So that's really, really potential values for South Kalimantan and Indonesian tourism actually. And fortunately in Tanah Laut, we also have that creator as well. But today, I would like to focus only the economic characteristic in a general view, maybe, so you all can be more knowing about Tanah Laut. So, as you can see, this is the map of the world, all of the world being one map. So you can spot that Indonesia is here, nearby the middle line, the equator line. So we can say that Indonesia is really, really strategic point at this map. So after we see Indonesia, we can see which one is Tanah Laut spotted. Tanah Laut is in Kalimantan Island. So in really bottom of this island. So in the map of Indonesia as well, still Tanah Laut is in the center of Indonesia. Where is Tanah Laut? This one in South Kalimantan and in this part, really in the bottom of this island. The mottos of Tanah Laut is Tuntung Pandang, means Tuntung is finish, Pandang is views. So I will try to translate in a general word. Tuntung Pandang means everlasting views until finish, or if you're working something, if you work something, you will finish it until in the end. So you not give up in the middle of your works. This is the logos of Tanah Laut. We have land and we have sea. So blessed. So in Tanah Laut, yeah, we have 11 sub-districts. As we can see at the pictures, the largest one is in Jorong, follow with another district. The district capital is in Pelihari. So Tanah Laut, we can see, actually have a large area of land. So the capital one is in here. So the percentage of total populations, in which area that the citizens or the total population is the largest is in Pelihari. Yes, because all of the economic activities, offices, and then all of the activities is centered in Pelihari. So that's why it's the large population spotted in there. Okay, I got it from Department of Development in Tanah Laut Regency. Speaking about economic, the contribution several economic sectors in domestic income is spread in these sectors, which one is the largest? The largest is still from mining. Yeah, in Tanah Laut, the sectors that contribute large fees for income is still from mining, because of the fees, because of the administration, because of the share that more of the companies have to give to a local government and then the society itself. The second one is from agriculture, and then another one is from industry or companies. That's the general views of the contribution of several economic sectors. Okay, now we have to, I will spread the specific one for agriculture. So for agriculture, we have rice in 47% dominated the harvest area. So from Bureau Statistics of Tanah Laut, it spot that in 2019, the dominated area is for rice area, and then followed with corn, palm oil, and rubber. So as we can see this is only a few site of a harvest area in rice in Panjipatan. So in another spot also have another spot of harvest area, actually, especially in rice. So I'll try to conclude and analyze which area or which issues in agriculture in Tanah Laut is. Agricultural sector is the superior in driving the economy of Tanah Laut, and automatically large absorption of labor, and the second biggest gross regional domestic product in Tanah Laut. But majority harvest is only 1 until 2 times a year. So we have to think about this, because in another province, the harvest periods, it's possible it could be 4 or 5 times in a year. So I think this could be a special topic that we have to think it in the same table, because we have a really large area. We have many human resources, and we have good land. So why not? We cannot increasing the harvest period, not only 1 or 2 times a year. Okay, fishery and livestock. Livestock mean farming for cows, and marine fisheries or open water fisheries. So cow is still the largest production for livestock, following with marine fisheries, because Tanah Laut has a really long beach line and resources in sea. And following with open water fisheries, this means like the farmer manage the fisheries in pond, so cultivate the fisheries in pond, something like that. So what's the issues? Major livestock producer in South Kalimantan is 40% cows is from Tanah Laut. So we can imagine that Tanah Laut is a really, really big player in this province. And also, if we manage it well, it could be more over in Indonesia or in Asia market. Another one, livestock is the main source of income. So it means the farmer, the breeder, is only thinking about livestock, is only the main income. It should be, if they generate it, if they increase it, if they have enough technology and educated with this, it should be not only livestock. It can be more produced in another form, not only in raw meat. Yeah, livestock distribution only in raw meat until now. So it needs to think about how the investor, particularly in livestock area, can contribute and invest here, and then cooperate with the breeder and government, of course, to make it more valuable not only exported in raw meat, but in another more values of meat. Inadequate technical support and inconsistent development programs have resulted in slow livestock population growth. I got it from a study in a journal that some researchers define that a really lack of inconsistent development programs and technical support is really low. So that's why they can only product in raw meat, not in another value form. And the study also spot that Japanese and Balinese migrants more inclined to adopt new technology. I don't know why they spirit this, but according to the study, this research show that these two of ethnics is more open with technology rather than the indigenous one in Tanah Laut. Mining, because this is the largest income for Tanah Laut. Numbers of coal mining company production from 2014 to 2019 is fluctuable. It's from 8 million and then back again in 2008, decreased from 2018. Largest contribution in gross regional domestic product, yes, the first place. And coming desisting of mining sectors because of coal mining market decreased in 2019. So from 2018 to 2019, it's declined until 14%. It's because the market of coal, domestic and international, is really declined. The price is also decreased, so that's why the market is so slow for 2019. Employment expansion to other sectors. Because the mining sector is declined, so many employment is lost their job, and then they spread to another sectors of industry, the small business, and then food and beverage, and then going back to farmer, and something like that. So number of established employees and production value by industrial classification in 2019, as we can see, still the largest is in food. And this one is for mining. And this one is for vehicle. So still, for Tanah Laut citizens, this small business company, enterprise of industry or industry is still absorb the largest employment until today. Okay, now we're going to tourism. If we say Tanah Laut, it's automatically relate with tourism. Why? Because as you know, if you're searching in search engine in Google, which area destination of tourism in South Kalimantan? The trending one is area is Tanah Laut, besides the floating market. Yeah. So main destination for tourist attraction, especially in South Kalimantan, 343,000 to 21 people in 2019, but still lack of foreign tourists. It means that huge number is still from local tourists. Yeah, because the area of Tanah Laut is really beautiful and suitable to tourist attraction. So many people from a local area in South Kalimantan, in every weekend or in the big days, so they're always going to beaches or another tourist attraction in Tanah Laut. But still lack of foreign tourists. So that's why we have to sounding this tourism in Tanah Laut, not only in local or national, but we have to make it more international. Let's have 22 and still increasing tourism objects. I will show you several tourism attractive or area or spot that maybe you will already know, or maybe you will know that a hidden treasure, will explore with tourism department. Managed by local government and some by local society. So for the management, it's not only pure by government, but also local society take a part to manage and running the operational of that tourist attraction. Need to provide a strategic and comprehensive plan. I believe this because Tanah Laut is gifted by God. Tanah Laut has really a beautiful area, and it's lucky to have this area, and provide a strategic and comprehensive plan is also needed if you want this can be valuable income or massive income for Tanah Laut. Still, there is no representative or large hotel or villas. So, as we know from past several years until now, yes, there is a hotel, but for the size and for the rate and for the stars, is still not meet with maybe Korean tourism or any other tourism want the appropriate hotels or hotels that have a large convention, hotels have large rooms that support the tourism for this area itself. Lack of fund from local governments. This is as I got from one of the employees in tourism department, because they have a vision for this tourism in Tanah Laut. They have a motto that one locus and one focus systems. So they concentrate only in one locus, one site, one item, one spot of tourism attraction in 1 year, 1 until 2 maybe, because they lack of research in manpower, lack of research in funding from local government. The reason is there is still more sectors that should be a priority for government rather than focus only on or funding more on tourism. So that's why in this moment, I would like to give maybe just a personal thought, because I learned from another resource that one locus and one focus system, maybe it's good if the tourism attraction, tourism spots or tourism place is few in that area. But in Tanah Laut, 22 and increasing and more hidden tourism spot we'll explore, it's too slow. One locus and one focus system, it's according to me, it's suitable for area that really lack of tourism spot. But if you have many spot that you can explore to be a tourism attraction, so the disadvantage is better to put more effort and support in order to reach tourism sector target. So the tourist is already to experience new spots and increasing. Because right now, Tanah Laut is quite old for tourism attraction. So that's why we have to upgrade. We have to find the new one. We have to explore and develop the new one. So the tourism, not only local, international, find the new and not bored with the old one. If you spread the funds only, focus only one, and then waiting for next year to funding a new one, it's too long. It's too lame. I think it's too not effective, because not all area in South Kalimantan gifted, blessed like Tanah Laut. So it can be the sector, the main sector that can give income, the biggest income, not only in mining, not only in agriculture, but this is tourism is the big issue that local government can focus in, and then coming with the large income for local governments and the society itself. That's my view. So in this time, this moment, I would like to give some tourist attractions. Maybe from you guys already visit this one, Cemara Beach, Tanjung Diwa Beach with the coral reefs, it's beautiful. Batakan Beach with a very long beach line, and then Kayangan Hill, that's the icon of Tanah Laut billboard. Penjaratan River trekking. So this is the river trekking that's really interesting because you can see Bekantan, as Ma'am Amelia said, in Penjaratan. Bekantan is still have large population in here, so you can see by river trekking. You also can see the Bekantan as well. So it's really expensive view, according to me. And believe me, for Asian tourists, it's really interest with this one. Bira Hill or Teletubbies Hills. So millennials, people love to get there. And then Bajuin Waterfall. From kids, it's around 3 or 4 years old, me, until now, this Bajuin Waterfall is still being favorite. Turkey Beach, so clean. Asmara Beach with the long jog of from the woods. Labyrinth Park, you can get lost there. And Timah Hills, yeah, it's near in Batakan, so you can see paragliding also can be explored at that spot. River tubing spotted in Bajuin, so it's like in Yogyakarta. It hits, it's favorite also, so it can be more explored and developed by tourism department. More hidden treasure. I lost one picture here. So a marble cave in Bajuin. Still need to hand purchasing for this one. Okay, and also Japanese bunker. Something about historical spot, historical area. This is really, really expensive tourism attraction. So if the government package this with manage this with properly, so I believe so many tourism, not only local but also foreign tourism also interest. Okay, back to the economic growth of Tanah Laut. We can see the line is increase and then decrease. Deceleration economic growth because of slowdown of employment. One of them is mining sectors, because extremely influenced the income in the economic sector is the mining industry. So COVID-19 affects almost all of the economic sectors. Decrease in credit loans, according to economic sectors, its credit is decreased, and then improve in June 2020 in new normal period, because it's guaranteed with president, the government, and also the local government. I spotted also local government create strategies to support economic growth for Tanah Laut. So they have developed industrial area in Jorong based on national strategy project, operational Swarangan Harbor, and then road development plan. So the local government will build road, and then operationalize Swarangan Harbor, and then develop industrial area in Jorong. So they believe that with these strategies, it can absorb more and more employment, which is mean it can grow the economic of Tanah Laut. So what is the priorities of the local government itself? So I got it from Department of Development in Regency. So the target is for agricultural production, the government strategies, the local government strategies to increase cultivation area and production, increase cow population, goats and chicken, and increase fisheries. This is the target, specific target to increase the production. What else for the tourism? For the tourist attraction, increase tourism promotion through social medias. As we know, in the past several months, I think the tourism service for departments already make a big promotion, not only social media, event, and then competition, and I really appreciate that. So I hope the product of tourism is better and better. But yeah, still need more funding, I think, and empower for this one. Establish employment, increase skill and empowerment program, vocational based with training, higher education, and so on. Investment support, administration downsizing, and simplification permit. It's same as another province. So the target is how to investor interest to invest in Tanah Laut. Okay. After all that I give you some general views of economic in Tanah Laut and also some personal thoughts in tourism, actually Tanah Laut is a blessing land, really blessing land, really rich in resources, rich in views, in land, in sea resources, anything. So it has to be a big responsibility to us, for us to manage this better and better, to put the economic sectors which point out which one is the sector, not only in agriculture and mining. Mining can be diminished, can be finished, but agriculture and tourism, it's long-lasting, everlasting, and sustainable. So we have to put more attention, concentration, and effort to expand these sectors. Potential in agricultural, industry, and tourism sectors, as we can see before, and collaborate with academia and industrial sectors. And maybe I can say it's like triple helix: government, industrial, and then academia. We are in Politala, can be a think tank, can make, can provide our three dharma, research, and then how to give our education or our knowledge to society. So if we have a good cooperate and collaborate with this one, I believe the agriculture, industry, tourism, or another sectors, it can be more develop and educate breeder to adopt the new technology. It's talking about livestock. So based on the study that I've got, based on what happened in society, so the breeder or the farmer itself is still like to adopt a new technology. And the last one, more resources allocated in tourism. So if the local government say that tourism is not really priority right now, because they have to another priority that consists contain more contribution with people. Yes, is that true? But tourism itself, it could be more valuable and a bigger income as well if we manage it better. So that's why give more empower, give more funds, cooperation with the third party, join with the another company or enterprise, something like that. So it can be more valuable tourism in Tanah Laut. Okay, so I think that's all of my presentation, Miss Alim. I would like to tell you that one is also tourist attraction in Bati-Bati, yeah, Mahoni Forest. So, yeah, I'm sorry if any my words or any considered inappropriate. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Thank you, Burina, for delivering this presentation. Now it's time for question and answer session. First, from Anis Andrilia, who has raised their hand. Anis Andrilia. Hello, Anis Andrilia. Okay, no response. Dandi Tresna Yuda.
Please feel free to ask any question. Okay, stop share. Is there any question, Miss Alim?
From Dandi, but is still...
Yeah, hello.
Okay.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
you.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
First, let me introduce myself. My name is Dandi Prisnayuda, and I'm from Automotive Technology Study Program in Politeknik Negeri Tanah Laut. And now, I would like to ask you something based on your presentation. It's a good information, I think, what you have been shared to us. But there is one point that I concern about. It's a good and bad. It's good and bad actually when we talk about mining, because we know mining is the largest GDP in our city or in our Tanah Laut. But we know together that mining is actually bad for further situation. So here's my question: How if we limit every mining effort from now, but how it will be affecting our economic growth in Tanah Laut in further time, and which is the best sector to replace that? So that's my question. Thank you.
Okay. So I
Okay,
answer it straight
Ms. Rina,
away,
you
or
can answer. Okay,
okay, straight away.
you can answer it.
That's really good, yeah. Dandi Tresnayuda from Automotive Study Program. Your English is good. Okay, so your question about mining. This is sensitive issues, I think, in almost all over the province, in not only in Indonesia but also in another countries. Every strategies or every policies that the government doing in every country is different. For example, in China, in Australia, in Canada, they are one of the largest production in mining. I mean, so many deposit in coal mining, but they don't want to explore it. They save it because they know it can harm to land, harm to the country and for their citizens. So that's why they choose to import it rather than export it in raw materials. And also in Indonesia as well, the governments, the presidents, and all of the minister, especially for mining, energy of minister mining. So they said it's tough for us to explore raw materials actually to another country. It should be proceed into another value form rather than the raw materials itself. So that's why many companies, many industries in coal process, to be a briquette, for example, to be another form of energy that can use, that is one of the policies. So in Tanah Laut, I believe the government also concerned about this. But from the 2017, I think, all of the mining policies is taken over by the province. So Tanah Laut is not, and it's not the policies anymore. But as we can say from the graph, from the data, say mining still the #1 income distributor. The biggest support is from mining, from fees, and another one. So how it limit every mining to limit the damage for the land? I believe this is already have the regulation. So as you can see, the picture that about mining, there are large player in mining like Arutmin, Dharma Kenwa, TIS, JPG, and so on. So that they are listed company approved by governments. Means they have to responsible with every exploration or every operational that they made to the land. That's the one. The second one, the regulation, is monitoring by the government and the police, I think. Yeah. So as you know, so many illegal mining or even the formal industry of mining is closed by the police because they mining, they explore the coal in inappropriate ways. So I think it's enough to the government to support how to protect the land itself. So they make the policy, they make the strategies, they make the management. It's already it's already based on great data and great impact for the society itself. So how affecting economic growth? Which sectors can replace that mining? As we can say before, agriculture, livestock, and tourism are one of the from several sectors that sustainable. It can be finished. It cannot be, I mean, it still exists until you're old or maybe until you die. So it's better to know how to educate the farmers, knew the technologies, knew and learn more about how to make these sectors is be more valuable than before. So that is important things for us to thinking about. So my answer is yes, mining is dilemma, but yes, it will expire at the time, I think 10 or 15 years next. And we have to ready to replace it with another sectors, agriculture, and then tourism, and then livestock. I think that's all of my answer. Or maybe from another participant want to answer, to give you a bright answer, please come ahead. That is Miss Alin.
Okay, thank you, Dandi, for having a question for Miss Rina. Next question is from Daru Egi Pamungkas from Information Technology. I would like to ask about the Panjaratan River and maybe a similar spot which is used as a tourist spot. Is this not disturbing for this Bekantan and also indirectly exploiting Bekantan? Thank you.
Really good questions. So every tourism attraction or every tourism spot should be have affected with the indigenous, which is the people, which is the animals, which is the forest, or any diversity in that area. But that's the job for tourism service or the society or the government itself, that you can learn, as Miss Amalia said, you can learn. You cannot learn that if you cannot know that. So that's why if we know the spot of Bekantan, we explore the river and then see that. But also we have to strict with the regulation, strict the policy that we cannot disturb that creatures. Only see, learn, examine for research, that's enough. Not by we visit, we see the Bekantan, and then, for example, we're throwing them with stone, for example. We throw the rubbish, or we make an annoying noise, something like that. No, the purpose of this attraction is not only to attract the tourism, not only to fulfill the we want to know what creator is, but also we have to learn how they live, how they protect. Yeah, so that's why, like Miss Amalia said, if we know it, if we kenal dengan mereka, so that's why we love them and then try to protect. So I believe the tourism service or the department of Tanah Laut make the river exploring in Panjaratan only on boat, and then seeing the creatures, and then follow the policies of or regulation of the attraction, and then going back. I need to explore this more because my position is only to give you what is the spots of tourism in Tanah Laut, but honestly, I'm not yet going to Panjaratan, that spot. So that's why one time I need to go there as the tourism service department, and knowing the Panjaratan in Bekantan itself, how they live and how we protect. So the message is, yes, we spot the attraction for tourism. The second one is we protect them, not to disturb them. I believe that. Okay, for Daru Eki. So that's why it's really important to educate the society or the tourists that Bekantan is really protected creatures. So we see them like I know in Tanjung Puting, when tourism want to see the orangutans, they going through the river, and then they come, they see in several area. It's like 20 meters behind of that creators. No harmful, no rubbish, no things that they can throw to that creator. So many policies, I think, that the tourists have to follow. Okay, Daru? I think that's all, Misin. Can you on the mic?
Okay, thank you, Daru. And the last question, because the time is limited, comes from Almira Ulimas. Hello, I want to ask a question. How to encourage tourism visits to Tanah Laut? Because based on transportation facilities, the distance between the provincial capital of South Kalimantan and the beaches in Tanah Laut is quite far, and lack of public transportation in this province, and not everyone has a personal car. How about it?
Okay, this is a great issue. Yeah, I think the distance between the beaches and the capital city of South Kalimantan is quite not really far, comparing with another province. I surprised when I go to Batakan Beach, and some of the visitors said, "I'm from central of Kalimantan, Palangkaraya, Balikpapan. Wow, that's so far. Why are you going here?" Because they said beach in Tanah Laut is famous, and I see from social media the picture is really, really good. They say like that. So yes, the distance is normative. I think it depends on the tourism itself. Yeah, when I asked my friends from Banjarmasin, are you going to beach Tanah Laut? Is it far? Not really. I can going to in 1.5 hour and then I come there. But if I'm asking my friend from Banjarbaru, if you're going to beach in Tanah Laut, oh, it's so far away. I don't want it. 1 and 2 hours to Chakisung Beach, it's too difficult. I rather going to mall rather than to beach. So it's normative. I think it depends on the tourist itself. And yes, the transportation. Until now, I think the local governments are thinking about this a long time ago. Still depends on private vehicles from the tourism. So maybe for the next in the future, in every tourism spot, government can provide specific or special vehicles that can deliver the tourism from hotel, for example, from the capital Plehari, for example, and then going to several tourism attraction in Tanah Laut. In one day, for example, they can have tour one spot to another spot and have itinerary. They can provide the tourism more attractive, including the guides, for example, and then spotted the restaurant or angkringan or any place that the tourists interesting to go. I think that's all of the answer from me. I hope it's enough. I hope one day in the future can provide public transportation. Any other question? Or is enough the time, Miss Aline?
Okay, the time is up. Thank you for questioning. And then that's all the second session of today. So Tanah Laut is potential in agriculture, industry, and tourism, right, Miss Rina?
Yes, yes, you're right.
Okay.
So gifted.
Okay. And then thank you, Miss Rina, for delivering the presentation, a great presentation. Thank you for participating. And then I will hand over the session and give it back to Bu Titik as IMC. Thank you.
Okay, give applause once again to Ibu Rina. Thank you so much for delivering the presentation. And the audience, you can get the description about the economic characteristic of Tanah Laut. It's real, and I believe that Tanah Laut Regency is blessed land, like Ibu Rina said. Yeah. And okay, also thank you to Miss Aline that you have led this session well. Thank you, Ibu Rina, and thank you, Miss Aline. Yeah. Okay, I think it's time. Happy audience. Well, I think I saw Miss Professor Tanima. Let's go to the third session. Yeah, third presentation. Mrs. Professor Tanima. Professor Tanima, are you here?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Alhamdulillah, Professor Tanima, that you have joined this meeting.
Thank
How
you
are
so
you?
much, Professor. I'm very fine. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. I'm very happy that you can join this conference. Yeah, we are very sorry that your schedule is too early in your country, right?
It's it's a bit early, but it's fine. No problem.
It's
Everything is
fine.
fine.
Okay.
United we stand. We have to work globally. That is my main aim of today's thing, and I'm really grateful and thankful to you and your organizing committee for giving an opportunity to share my views on the collaboration, which is very important during the pandemic now.
Okay, thank you for your willingness to share the knowledge and ideas. Okay, it's your time, but before this, I will invite the moderator, and Bapak Muhammad Gali will lead this presentation, will lead this time, and Bapak Gali or Muhammad Gali is a lecturer in Economic and Business Department in Polytechnic Negeri Tanah Laut. He graduated from National Kaohsiung University of Science and Technology in Taiwan. Okay, Bapak Gali, are you ready? Are you ready, Pak Gali?
Yes, Ibu Titi,
Yes,
thank you.
okay, thank you. The time is yours.
Well, thank you, Ibu Titi, for this great opportunity for me. And thank you all for being here today on the first PICTA Politala International Conference on Tourism and Agriculture 2020. And in this great opportunity, I would like to invite the speaker from India, Professor Tanima Bhattacharya, PhD, from School of Chemistry and Chemical Engineering at Hubei University, and also she is a faculty member and Novel Global Community Education Foundation in Australia. And from Tanima, for this section, we have a rules. So the rules in this section, you could speak 25 minutes for your presentation, and then after that, we have a Q&A section, and the PowerPoint will be controlled by the committee, and you can speak up when you're ready. Well,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
let's welcome Prof. Tanima from India. Time is yours.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Professor Gali. I'm very much happy to share this thing of mine that during the pandemic, it is very important for us to work collaboratively. Yeah. So the first thing that I would describe, or I would like to emphasize on, that agriculture is career. Since this is today's topic, I have selected. Why I have selected, gradually I will speak on that. So once again, I thank for the opportunity. So here I would like to share some views on this. So hello.
Hello, Prof. Can you see the
Yeah, am I
PowerPoint?
audible?
Yeah.
I cannot hear. Hello.
Yes,
I cannot see
Professor.
anything.
We can hear you clearly and help you see the presentation in your phone or your laptop. No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I am using my cell phone setting.
Okay. Actually, in your screen is already share screen, so we can see your PowerPoint here now.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing is, first I would like to describe the main 8 major career areas in agriculture that we already know, that the production of the agriculture, the mechanics, sales and service and processing. These are the main area where the size and sector should be emphasized, irrespective of any country, not only restricted to India or Indonesia or China or Australia, but these are the main aspects. These are the main criteria that a person from the agriculture background should emphasize on. First and foremost, the person has to select the area where he or she wants to work on. So there are certain criteria of selecting these major career areas from the agriculture. Now, the main zoner or the main area of the agricultures are the banking sectors and the engineer communication sectors. Apart from that, one has to have a sound knowledge which should be inherited from their own professors, from their own teachers, and with the support of the institution like Tanalaut. Obviously, there are excellent professors and scientific researchers from the institute, and they can definitely help the students as well as the teachers should need to know how to develop the international collaborations, because we have to stand strong and we have to learn from each other, because in our country we may not have all the facilities, so we have to get some positive cooperations from other parts of the world, from globally, so that we can work in a proper streamlined designed manner. So what should be the interest, or what are the opportunities for a person in the agriculture? The opportunities are mainly the sectors of teaching, marketing, then animal science, medicinal chemistry, agroeconomics, agricultural law, and many other aspects. So keeping in mind, we can think that how to develop our employment skills, how a person can develop his or her employment skills. That is, one should have the integrity, honesty, responsibility, self esteem, communication skills, the serving ability for the customer, that is, how to serve the people of the community. And one have to keep patience. Okay, why we have to keep patience, I will be discussing in my later half of the lecture. Because whenever we are selecting any domain of career, we have to be patient, because in future, if a person wants to be a scientist, or if a person wants to be an educationist, we have to hold on some kind of patience, because there are certain criterias. It may take time to collaborate projects or to apply for funds to the funding agencies. I will be highlighting here especially how to start a planning for an agricultural career, how a person should develop oneself for the career of the in the field of agriculture, how we can develop it. First and foremost, one should have a proper portfolio. Okay, the basic agricultural education, even it can be an advanced level. So a person should made up his or her mind that yes, I'm going to take up this as a career. So for this, the institutional heads or the institutional project directors or the institutional staffs, faculties, they will be helping out the students. Now, how they are going to help the students, I'm going to discuss a little bit about it. So what are the inclusion that a person must have? The person must have her or his personal and career goals, like action of planning for accomplishing a goal. One must think that yes, this is my goal and I have to achieve the goal. Now, what are the criteria to fulfill the goal, or how to achieve the goal? It should be determined by the seniors. Okay, so for this, one have to get updated daily by the acknowledgement or the knowledge skill upgrading by attending several seminars, webinars, web conferences. Like today's Politala is taking a great initiative to interact with the people. Then a person should be attentive in attending the video conferencing, media labs, teleconferencing, virtual classes. That is, the classroom should be a smart classroom, and the initiative should be taken by the faculties or the departmental heads. Okay, so because during this, like this time we are facing pandemic, and it's sometimes it is really impossible, at least in India, not only in China, not only in Australia. I myself was stuck in China, and after that I was rescued by government of India to visit my family. So these are the emergency situation, because I am the scientist from there, as a government scientist working over there in food tech and agricultural thing. But if there is an emergency, what we should do? So now everything has to be a bit smart based online things, or technically we have to improvise our skills. So here in this, basically what I'm highlighting today, it's mainly the academic part. Okay, so what should be the building capacity building programs? Now, what are the formal educations that we need to follow? The formal courses being assigned by the institutions, one should undertake the responsibilities of offering formal courses. Furthermore, the extension courses. Extension courses are the summer schools or internship or the workshop programs. Sometimes the refresher courses are also important for the teachers, for the faculties, to upgrade their knowledge, because there are certain criteria even to apply for a collaborative projects internationally. I, being an international collaborator, came across certain rules and regulations, and that's why I'm taking care of 15 countries, and we are working, I'm working with 50 researchers and 50 scientists, and trying to upgrade the system, not only agriculture but also in the health sector, in the food sectors, which is very, very important. This food sector is very important because it is related to health, and health is related to community. So in-service training programs should be organized to improve knowledge and job efficiencies, not only for the students' skill development, but I would like to request all the universities, not only in Politala, not only in Tanah Laut, but across everywhere in Indonesia, to host certain programs where several exchange of the knowledge, several foreign exchange programs which can inculcate interest not only in students but also for the faculties, which is very important, because the faculties are going to make the next generation citizens. That is, the students would be our next generation citizens. So it is our responsibility to inculcate the seed of responsibility among the students, and that's why these are the very important thing, that the several courses, several trainings, several extension courses should be taken care. Later on, why it is important to build a program on agricultural scientists and teachers, which I already discussed a little bit earlier, that to collaborate or to upgrade, if we exchange our knowledge, then we can update our professional knowledge and update our professional skills, learning new ideas, learning new concepts. And by sharing our views, we can definitely overcome the problems of this very sector, because every sector in our society have problems. Okay, so we need to frame out the problems. What are the problems of the agricultural sectors right now Indonesia is facing? What are the problems in the agriculture sectors India is facing? What are the problems in the agricultural sectors other parts of the world is facing? So unless and until we discuss the problems, we reunite, or we collaborate or extend our hand, we cannot sort out, because every human being has his own capacity by his own to solve a problem. Only if there is a discussion forum where we can discuss the problems of our sectors, then only we can identify. That is how even a research is conducted, right? First, to identify or originate a problem, we need to identify the problem. After on, we need to set an objective to overcome the problem. Then the procedures of the problem, how the procedures should be followed to overcome a problem, to help to improve the services towards the society. Okay, and what should be the streamline to improve the career prospects, because we have to earn our own living. So unless and until we are streamlining our aim, it is really very difficult Then here I would like to emphasize on certain international platform by which all the countries till now have received mostly all of the parts of the world. They are working 15 international institutes. I repeat, 15 international institutes are taking care of eradicating the problems, especially from the agricultural sectors of India, from Africa, that is, from Kenya parts, from Indonesia, of course, from other parts like Canada, then South Africa. I have a huge list, and for future reference, I can definitely extend my help to Politala to describe that if an institute can take an initiative, learning from them, other institutes will be taking initiative, and that is how a chain system can take place, which will help to rebuild a society. Okay, so certain international programs are taking place with the help of a global forum on agricultural research, and the program is known as Consultative Group on International Agricultural Research System. It is CGIAR, which is emphasizing on partnership that unites organizations to engage persons or professors or scientists or students to improve and secure the food security for the future reference of a community. This is a global forum where 15 institutes are working. The initiative has been taken since 1971, and it was started only by 4 centers and 8 members were representing, whereas now in 2020 we have a statistics that 15 institutes are working for global collaboration, and one of them is in Indonesia. Okay, one of them is in Indonesia, and I would like to mention the name. It is in the Bogor in Indonesia, the Center for International Forestry Research. Okay, CIFOR. So in future, if any betterment of the agricultural sectors needs to be done, Politala can definitely extend their hand, or even if they are extending their hand with these research institutes, their global funding can be organized by funding agencies from World Bank. There are certain policies like in Africa, in Benin, there is an African Rice Center. In India, in my native is India. In India, we are there, the International Research Institute for the semi-arid tropics. It is known as ICRISAT. It is from Hyderabad. All over in India, only one place has been selected for this consultative agricultural forum, international collaborations, and it is operating from Hyderabad. Okay, it is towards the southern part of the India. I am from the southeastern part, and this institute is from the southern part. They are taking care of all kind of betterment for the agricultural research. Okay, even there are certain research places, but only one research institute from Philippines. I will send the list to the director of Politala. In future, she can definitely get hold of these institutes for further upbringing of the institute to become one of the top, and it is already a very famous institute. I have came across that this institute for the agriculture, so that's why I'm very happy to share, and these are the informations why I'm trying to give, so that we need funds, we need projects for the betterment of our own environment. So unless and until we need this, we don't have this kind of information. Like in Penang and Malaysia, they are working with the World Fish Center. Okay, the World Fish Center has taken the responsibility of the Malaysian agriculture system to upgrade them. So this is the institute where the international collaboration can be done from Malaysian part. Similarly, I mentioned the name from Bogor, Indonesia, Center for International Forestry Research. They are taking very important part of upbringing the agricultural research. Now, what are the impacts of this kind of collaborations? Why we need to do this kind of collaborations? We need to do this kind of collaborations to remove certain poverty line, to improve the nutritional and health status, to secure our food for upbringing society. Because the impact of this forum has already been documented that if, for example, if we invest $1 for a project, we are getting $1 more. That is, we are improving economically also. Okay, there is a profit of minimum $1 in every investment. Okay, so keeping in mind the economical part also, these projects can help not only in improving the nutritional and health status, but also in improving the economy. So this kind of programs have actually impact on the economical status, health status, nutritional status, and they are effective in eradicating the poverty. They have reduced the poverty. They have reduced the poverty, and even they have made the persons more efficient in desiring the output with minimum inputs, very little inputs. Okay, so agricultural research opportunities can be done by expanding operations, planting, harvesting, international level of marketing, partnershiping with farms, and other technological development, agro-based industries, and agricultural education. India is looking for huge collaborations. The main responsibilities has been taken by the government to deal this kind of collaborations by Indian Institute of Technologies Kharagpur, Indian Institute of Technologies Delhi, Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati. They're everywhere they're working, and now they are just entertaining, and they are emphasizing on the Southeast Asian researcher collaboration. That is why this is a very, I think PICTA is a very important platform to join the hands, because immediate funding agencies, they are already ready for the collaborative projects. Now, for this, what kind of collaborations are there? Like foreign exchange teachers programs for different institutes. Okay, like visiting professors, visiting scientists, foreign exchange programs globally, and then the collaborative projects by sharing the research laboratories. If the person is having some problem in the research laboratories, if the equipment is not well, definitely they can apply for collaborations with other countries for the sharing of this kind of laboratories. Then for joint publications, especially for the professors to maintain their academic performance index for the API scores, it is very important to have high grade publication journals, which I am helping globally from the foundation of Noble Global Community Education Foundation. Our main aim of the NGCEF Australia is to help the scholars to get their scholarship, to help the professors in betterment of the publications, so that it is easy for the collaborations globally. Authoring books for international publishers. I myself is the editor of two international publisher. One is Willie, another one is Willie Scrivener, and now we're applying for another Taylor Francis. So these are all well-renowned publishers. I'm helping the publication factors for upgrading the skill of the professors. So I would like to request our honorable director and other professors, they are willing to, they are very much appreciated, they are very much welcome to collaborate with my projects in penning down, and also to highlight the students' work. There are not only the teachers will be able to contribute, but we are encouraging students also to conduct, to pen down, to write articles, and we are going to publish it with the guidance of their professors. We are welcoming this kind of opportunities so that people can understand that what kind of researches, what kind of upgradation is being done in Indonesia, not only in India, not only in USA, but also we need to know about Indonesia, more to learn about Indonesia. We need to learn because the people are so nice, the culture is excellent from Indonesia. We are so overwhelmed by their extraordinary behavior. They're so humble. We all like the culture. Especially me, I am very much fond of the Southeast Asian, being an Asian lady. So these are the opportunities. Even our forum from Australia, we are trying to host several webinars, conferences, workshops. In our forum, we are having very big scientists. We are having laureates from all over the world. Even I have been included myself in various teams where Nobel laureates are also working. So there are huge opportunities to exchange the ideas, because being an academician, it is the responsibility of the academician to upgrade the society, to make the society heal from the problem. Okay, so these are the main areas. That is why united we stand. And that is the thing that I would like to share. That's why I'm very much humble to the organizing committee to include me as one of the keynote speaker, so that I can really encourage everyone. Yes, let's do together. Let's stand unitedly. This is how. And if we can collaborate, I really have an idea, because at present I'm collaborating so many, having so many collaborative research and projects. I'm really I really feel wonder that yes, so much of upgradation is being taking place, people actually exchanging their knowledge, and we can take the good things from different part of the world to encourage our people. So why not Indonesia? Why not South Kalimantan? Why not Politala? Everybody needs to know about them. Even in tourism, the last keynote speech I was listening, that is an extraordinary speech been given by the speaker. It's really wonderful. Like, still there are certain problems in tourism, not only in Indonesia. We also have, India is also having, China is also having, every part is having. But to overcome that tourism things, directly to approach the government. Instead of that, it will be easier for the educational institutes to apply joint projects to upbuild or to work. We need to assign students, we need to assign several persons, that this kind of projects we are working on. So let's work together. Let's upbring our next future generation, and let's make them aware that this is how, via institute, with the help of an organization, how the society can rebuild into a better nation. So this is the platform I thought of sharing my views, the importance of collaborations, not only in agriculture but also in different sectors. This is how I'm going to end my lecture today. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, the Professor Tanima. And before we going to the Q&A section, I'm personally totally agree with you that for Tanah Laut, especially Polytechnic Negeri Tanah Laut, need to collaborate with other country, especially in agriculture sector. Yes. I think it's a great opportunity. And also, as you mentioned before, there are many global forum on agriculture. We need to join, and then also partnership, and then there is also global funding for that, right? So we need to make a plan, start from now on, and then the action and the goal for it, so we can help Indonesia as a developing country to grow. Yeah, like you said that in your presentation.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I got several questions here, and let me to see first, and I will read it for you. Hi, my name is Sa'dia from Agriculture Industry Department and from Polytechnic Negeri Tanah Laut, the student. what are some tips to motivate myself or further develop myself in agriculture? Especially I'm from the agro-industry department. So maybe you can answer it directly to motivate
Exactly. It's a
herself.
wonderful question. Yeah, it's a very wonderful question. And of course, I would like to suggest that she should attend the workshops, webinars, conferences where she can learn, and especially the international, provided not only the native, not only the state level conferences, but also the international platform, so that she can understand what is going around growing globally. And if she is taking interest in academics or in industry also, she has to go through the recent updated researches. Okay, and if she is interested, she can definitely try applying scholarships globally. And in that case, she can communicate with me in my email ID. I will guide her how to apply for the foreign universities or for foreign research institutes to work.
Well, that's really nice tips for Sadia. Okay, we jump to the next question. It's from student from accounting department, and her name is Salmia, and she asks you about the suggestion about the new agriculture that is suitable for student or people in Tanah Laut to develop in, according to the previous speaker. Did you get the point?
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So the thing is, which one will be the developing sector, right? Here, the thing is, first and foremost, we have to go through the experts. This can be helped by the experts, definitely. First and foremost, the experts should have a scrutiny, or they should have a research, extensive and surveyed research, that what sector needs to be developed, what are the problems they are presently facing. Like I discussed, that one has to define a problem, that this is the problem. And after that, with the expertise knowledge, it will be much more easier for the Indonesian experts and the institute professors to streamline that these are the problems and this need to be overcome. And referring to that, we have to, or the people have to refer to other countries on that particular sectors, how they are working, what are the steps they are taking, whether Indonesian agriculture is also taking that step or not. Okay, if not, then definitely there is a sector of collaborations, and they can exchange the views to upgrade the agriculture and to develop the agriculture.
And then I got the really good question right now, and this is from student. His name is Hasanan Bukhari from Agro Industry Study Program, and he asks about the Indonesia still imports food from foreign country, and how is the appropriate way to improve agriculture in Indonesia, and how to increase the appeal of today's yet to be drawing in the agricultural world. So from his question, he wants to Indonesia stop import from other country, but the yard from Indonesia could improve it by themselves.
Just like I just discussed, that the Global Research Forum, Consultative Global Research Forum can definitely help in this case. And being very expertised in the agriculture, there are certain rules and regulations even in applying, and these are actually the originated problem. These are the defined problem if Indonesia is facing. Then I would like to request the institutional or other experts from agricultural forum to host a forum where the extensive research problem can be discussed, because while discussing the research problem only we can get to know how to overcome and to put forward some objective. And these global research forums are actually helping the countries in these issues, and there are overall 15 institutes across the world, and one of them is in Indonesia, in Bogor. So they can definitely help in this regard, and these are the actual policies of the government also.
Okay, great. And this is, I think, the last question. After this, we have discussed again. And the last question is from Jamaluddin Akbar. I want to ask about view of agriculture. Most of people think engineering and doctor is very concerned, and farmer have a less attention. As we know, agriculture is very important. How to change the view of people about that?
It's an excellent question. It is a question of mine, because I am a student of food science. Okay, everybody used to say that you are not a doctor, you are not an engineer, but you are a food science person. Now, being a food science graduate, I completed my master's in food processing. Furthermore, I completed my doctoral studies in nanobiotechnology, application in post-harvest technology. Later on, I did my postdoctoral experience from China in medicine, in pharma medicine. So there is a wide aspect of agriculture, not only concerned in agriculture. It is a multidisciplinary skill. It can be extended in food, in pharma, in medicine. So you don't have to prove, your work will prove. The research is just going to prove that who is doing what. So you don't have to prove that the agriculture is not having this kind of aspect. Yes, it is having. It is a booming sector now. And I can definitely challenge, because I have been nominated as the youngest editorial board member of Willy from India. So I struggled even studying food science. Now I'm working on the oncology medicine, that is cancer medicine. But I have my background in agriculture. Okay, so agriculture can definitely rule all over the world, because it is the depth, it is the origin of a society. Agriculture, without food, a person cannot survive. So agriculture is a very, very important sector.
Well, then, so that's why your topic is about the agriculture career, right? And I heard that story from Professor Ohayab, and actually we got your information also from him. And yeah, it is good opportunity for us, especially for lecturer here, to join and
Professor
collaboration with
Ghalib.
you.
Yeah, one of my recent project is going. I will give you the details. One of my very recent project is going. I will definitely give you the details. At present, I'm editing 3 books. It is a very wonderful opportunity for the professors, institute professionals, even the students under the guidance of the professor. I will share you the details of the project in your WhatsApp.
Well, thank you then. So our colleagues could write something there, right? And
exactly.
Before
It is a very top-rated journal. Very top-rated journal. Yeah.
I would like to give you some time for make a conclusion about your presentation and your suggestion for Indonesia, especially for Politeknik Negeri Tanah Laut. And time is yours.
Yeah. So the thing is, firstly, I'm very much humbled to the organizing committee and Director Madam to give me this opportunity to share the views. And for this institute, already I discussed through my PowerPoint presentations. So I would like to request Director Ma'am that an initiative should be taken so as to improve not only the academic sector but also the research sector. And definitely I would like to associate myself with the institute also, so that I can definitely try to arrange some kind of projects and fundings. And definitely I can discuss with my seniors from Australia. Right now we are working on the upgradation of the skills of professors and teachers to increase their academic performance index. I can definitely help you all in this regard.
Well, then, thank you, Professor Tanima from India. And I will talk with the head of agriculture department after this. Maybe we will have another forum. And thank you for your time. And I give it back to Ibu Titi Wijayati. And thanks all for today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pak Gali, and thank you so much to Professor Tanima. Your presentation is so great and very useful, especially for the academic community in Tanah Laut, and also to all participants on this meeting. Yeah, and hopefully we can get and use all of the opportunities and the opportunities of the
Thank you so much,
collaboration.
ma'am. Definitely.
And
Thank
there are
you.
many chances of career in agriculture, and we must support all
Exactly.
the students they are in Tanah Laut. Well, thank you very much,
Exactly.
Professor Tanima, and thank you to Pak Gali, for let this meeting. Okay, thank you. Well,
Thank you so
it is
much.
the
Thank
end.
you.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, participants, we come to the end of the meeting today. And I would like to say thank you to the great speakers, moderators, and all participants. Yeah, and I can conclude that for the tourism in special or unique creature from Miss Amalia, what should we do? What should do in this? How to make it good in our and give good impact in our environment, especially for the youth. For more that our grandchildren for the next year, maybe still now and familiar with this creature. And the second about from the presentation, Ibu Rina Febriana, she has gave about the economic characteristic in Tanah Laut. So what should we do in the characteristic of this economy? So we can improve, we can explore our potential and economic. And the last from Professor Tanima, it is very good and many opportunities to collaboration to improve our career, and especially agriculture is not only planting the plants, but we can more than this. Yeah. Well, I think enough for the session. Yeah, it is the end of the meeting today, and then thank you for the speakers, thank you for the moderators, and thank you to all participants. And I will remind you first that don't forget for tomorrow on Thursday, December 17th, we still have 4 speakers. So don't forget to join again and continue this meeting tomorrow morning. It will be started at 8:30 Indonesian time. Yeah, don't forget, join again, and then we share the link. I think enough for today. Thank you very much for all the speakers once again, and thank you for the moderator, the audience, and all the committee here. And we hope this conference will product the good improvement and good development and make Tanah Laut more prosperous. Thank you for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye. Give applause to us. Yeah.
Politeknik Negeri Tanah Laut adalah lembaga pendidikan vokasi yang didirikan sejak tahun 2004 dan baru terwujud pada tahun 2009. Waktu itu dinamakan Politeknik Industri Tanah Laut, Politri. Tujuan didirikannya Politri adalah untuk meningkatkan kualitas sumber daya manusia. Menghadapi tumbuhnya industri di Kabupaten Tanah Laut yang ditetapkan sebagai kawasan industri khusus, perusahaan tambang, perusahaan pakan ternak, perkebunan sawit, perkebunan karet, perusahaan air minum, perusahaan mie instan, papan partikel, plywood, perusahaan peternakan unggas, dan masih banyak lagi usaha-usaha menengah yang memerlukan tenaga terampil. Kabupaten Tanah Laut memiliki sumber daya alam yang melimpah. Kayu hutan, tambang, ikan, batu bara, biji besi, menempatkan Kabupaten Tanah Laut sebagai daerah penghasil padi, jagung, dan kelapa sawit, serta penyedia 40% daging sapi di Provinsi Kalimantan Selatan. Sebagai penghasil, terutama bidang tambang, kelautan, pertanian, peternakan, dan jasa pariwisata. Karena itu dengan kondisi geografis tanah laut yang terletak pada kawasan strategis, sehingga tanah laut ini akan dapat menjadi pusat ekonomi dan pendidikan.
With an area of 3,631 square kilometers, Tanah Laut Regency has a million beauties. Life is an opportunity, a challenge, an adventure. Life is too precious and beautiful. Fantastic 55 Tanah Laut. The health and safety of visitors are of the utmost importance by washing hands, wearing a mask, and social distancing. From Banjarmasin to Pelehari, there is a labyrinth tour, which has its uniqueness and natural beauty. Kayangan Hill is between two lanes. Everyone is struggling to survive the pandemic. Let us help to
Terbentang luas pegunungan, elok sungai, laut, daratan. Fantastis tanah laut kita, damai, nyaman, sejuk alamnya. Indahnya alamku, damainya negeriku. Fantastis tanah laut, make your life happy. Hijau